Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Hassan Akram, and I'm again here with another amazing podcast with one of the amazing guests we have today. Her name is Maryam Jamshed Khan, and I've been in contact with her for quite a long time, and she's doing a fantastic job in terms of AI. She's running a lot of businesses. She's an entrepreneur. She wear many hats. Without wasting further time, I would like to give a mic to Maryam Jamshed so that she can introduce herself to my audience and then we can start our podcast. So, Mariam, thank you so much for taking out some time for this podcast. Please let my audience know about yourself in more detail.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hassan, for having me here. It's a great pleasure for me. And yes, so my name is Maryam Jamshed Khan, and I'm an entrepreneur. I've been working in the field of AI, artificial intelligence, since last 7 years. I started my first company, that is Solar Solutions, back in 2018, and that was purely, first of all, focused on AI robotics, and then we eventually moved on to the AI software development and custom solutions. And now I have currently two companies. The other one that I started 3 years back almost is Tech Harbor, and that company mostly focused on AI education and trainings in the field of AI, from school level to university level, and then professionals and everyone. So we are more focused on the training side in Tech Harbor, and in ASOL education, the first one is focused on AI development side. And apart from that, I'm also part of the National AI Task Force with Ministry of Planning and Development in Pakistan, as well as I have some other honorary designations in diplomatic side as well, but I don't like to mention it. So yes, that's the brief introduction for now.
How do you manage wearing a lot of hats? I'm curious to know.
Yeah. Basically, my vision is same for all the initiatives that I've taken, and I have the same goals and same vision, so it's easier to manage that when you have the same goal and same purpose. So it's all going in the same direction, so it's not that difficult to manage. And I also have my teams working for me. I have ASOL's team where I have almost 50 people working for me, and then I have Tech Harbor's team. So most of the time, I'm just seeing the strategies and the consulting side. And for the National Task Force, we also have some brilliant minds working with us on national level, from international like level, and some locals working with us from different universities. So it's more of a collaborative work that I'm doing and managing it as a leader.
Very nice. That's so inspiring. So, I would like to start my podcast with some touch to the leadership role as well. So, we have been into so many leadership roles, director, CEO, task force with government. How did your journey into AI actually begin?
Yeah, so that's really interesting. I have been into IT field since my, you can say, high school, and then,
Hmm.
but my subject was different. I was more in economics. The major was in economics, and then I moved on towards IT. I've been doing some courses in artificial intelligence and AI and IT since high school, and because AI is a quite old field, people think that it's like a new field of computer science, but it has been started in 1950s, early 1950s, by Alan
Okay.
Turing mostly. So yeah, so my journey started with the certified AI engineer specialization that I did, and then I turned that my path towards more on the entrepreneurship side. I started my company, I started growing it, and then we started some other initiatives, and then some were successful, a few failed. So it was more of like up and down initially, like a roller coaster going here and there, and then Alhamdulillah, after 2 years, it's stable. Now we are having a really good clientage. We have really good customers. We have like a good reputation in the international market and the local market. Isolia Solutions is quite like old, 8 years old now, and Tech Harbor is also one of the pioneers in AI education in Pakistan.
Very nice. And while talking to you, I was thinking about one thing. I've seen a lot of technical people in AI, but very less percentage in terms of females. Most of the engineers or coders are mostly male. So, It's really good to see that females are also inclining towards this part of the tech. Any comment you want to pass on to this, my observation?
Yeah, I think that there's lack of awareness, and it's more of the mindset that we have in Pakistan. People are not
Yeah,
aware that they can do wonders in the IT field, especially the females. They have a lot of scope. They can work from home. They can do wonders in IT, AI, computer science. So I think your observation is quite well, and this is the truth that I've also observed. And we have very few females in the in AI field that I've observed, because now more and more females are getting into it. We are also conducting some trainings for female, like Learn to Earn for women, and a lot
nice.
of women empowerment in on IT and AI. But what I have observed is that women think that technology is not their, what
Cup
can
of
I
tea.
say? Yeah, cup of tea, or they cannot do it. Only men can do it, and female cannot do it. It's very difficult. It has algorithms, it has technologies, it has mathematics. So it's a blend of those things. But now AI is becoming easier and easier for people with the help of generative AI, with the help of AI tools that becoming evolving day by day. So I think that women should get into this field and they will enjoy it, especially the AI tools and the generative AI side and agentic AI.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. And I think since you're very active on social media too, so maybe you can start educating women through YouTube videos or short reels, and maybe bring more women to tech.
Yeah. I have been conducting a lot of workshops, a lot of sessions, like on site and online for
Hmm.
international students, for like Pakistani students.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I have been conducting it since early, I think, 20s. Because when I was into graphic designing, I used to have some random workshops for graphic designing, and then when I came into the AI field, so I started conducting more of the boot camps and the sessions
Very
about
nice.
AI, especially focused on women.
Cool. Very nice. Good to know. So you have been involved with both private and government AI initiatives. How different are those experiences, government versus private?
There's a huge difference in that, because if we see the private side, we have like the business men and the entrepreneurs have a lot of opportunities. They have fundings and they have their own bootstrapping and they have like startup supports from international level. But when we see the government side, where I'm working as an AI task force member as well, but we have lack of resources. We don't have that much investment right now. We have infrastructure issues. We have a lot of like mindset issues in the nation. So there's a huge difference when it comes to deployment or implementation of AI in the public sector and the private sector. So it will take time, but it is growing eventually, and inshallah, with time, it will be implemented nationwide soon.
Inshallah, inshallah. Great. But AI is evolving so fast, as we all know. So, what's one trend or development that excites Mariam the most right now?
Yeah, I think that the agentic AI and the autonomous systems are really cool because it is making the normal people's life, like the common people's life, easier and more efficient, and it's helping them with the daily chores, and it's helping them with the daily tasks. It's helping them with their offices, with their homes, and everything they can manage easily with just one hub or one application. So I think the agents and the AI agentic side is so cool, and it will make the life of every like individual easier and more efficient, and they're gonna save their time, money, and it will be more productive, inshallah, with the help of
Do you
agentic.
think? Do you think at the same time it is killing innovative within us? What's your stance on that?
I think it is killing the creativity more in the people. Like they're relying more on LLMs, like ChatGPT,
Yeah,
large
yeah.
language models like DeepSeek and etc. But it has like I think that both sides, positive and negative sides. If we see, we have to just be more diligent about that, like what kind of result do we need from the agents or the agentic AI. If you're using any LLM, that is more on the generative side, so we can use it in our daily like tasks, and it will save our time. But if we totally rely on that, if we don't use our creativity, then it is easier. And I think like AI engineers like us can detect it easily, like it's AI generated document and the text and the script. So yes, I think that still people have to collaborate with the machines, and it's human and machine collaboration, and it will be continuously like that. AI can never take over, but you have to be very, um, you have to think about the positive side and the negative side, and then you have to choose that what kind of result that you want and the what kind of output you want. It totally depends on that. You cannot totally rely on agents or AI LLMs.
The way I see it, I think at the end of the day, it's just a tool. How you use it, that matters the most.
Yeah.
And I think it's high time. Let's say if you're using ChatGPT, if I'm using ChatGPT, since you're more experienced than me, you know how to get a better outcome based on your prompts. I think it's high time that if we want to make people use AI more, we should help them learn the art of prompt engineering, right?
Yeah, prompt engineering is necessary. There are rules for prompt engineering. There are five main rules that for the structure of the prompt and everything. But I think your creativity matters a lot. If you don't know how to create a prompt, how to engineer a prompt with the result oriented mind. If you have to see the outcome, you have to structure the prompt accordingly. So
Yeah.
humans are never going to be eliminated by AI. You always have to see the outcomes that what you want, and then accordingly you have to use AI. So human intelligence is more important than AI, artificial
But
intelligence.
I've seen few examples. I think one of the lady, she mentioned that she there was a test conducted in some part of the US, and the lady actually used ChatGPT for assignment for one of her kid, and she asked ChatGPT to give references or whatever was being researched and shown on ChatGPT. And to her surprise, ChatGPT actually put fake, self-made reference points which were not available or existed in real world. So at the same time, where ChatGPT is becoming smarter and hallucinating itself at the same time, I think that's something which is alarming, right?
Yeah, because LLMs always hallucinate, and you can never rely on
Yeah,
LLMs. And ChatGPT is one of the large language models, and it is not that accurate right now because it will take a lot of time to achieve that level. Rather, it's more on the AI AGI side, artificial generative or the general intelligence side, but general intelligence is also on the same intelligence level of a human, but to achieve the same human intelligence, you still need, I think, 100 more years or maybe more than that, because it's still hypothetical in most of the cases. So, yes, it will
yeah,
keep hallucinating until we reach that AGI level.
right. God, thank you. All right, next question. As a director of artificial intelligence, what kind of real world problems are you currently solving in your companies?
Yeah, so being the director in Tech Harbor and in the Center of Diplomatic Affairs, we are solving almost every industry's problem in Pakistan and internationally, because we are more focused on customized solutions. So people come with their problems. We are consultants as well. We have like our branches are in different fields. So we are mostly working on the machine learning and deep learning, computer vision. So we are trying to focus on the education sector more, and we have created some tools in education like Edu AI. One of our tool is personalizing the education system more on the personalized learning, and like it automatically checks the homework of the students, and it gives the personalized lessons for the students and the teachers, and it provides the feedback for the students and parents and teachers at the same time. So we are also working on the healthcare sector. We have some smart hospital management systems, and then we have like e-commerce management and some agents for that. So we are basically working on different initiatives, and we have a lot of tools that we've created. We have custom solutions that we're working on, but are more yeah, Tech Harbor is more focused on the education side, and Asolia Solutions is more focused on the custom AI solution side.
Nice. Since you talked about health side, so I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday. He was at my place, and we were talking about the future of tech, and he's working in jazz. So I talked about the vision of jazz in future, and he told me jazz is no longer call themselves as a telecom company; they are the tech company now, right? And he told me that they're working on a lot of apps. One of the app is related to health sector, where you open the it's in beta testing, by the way. You open the app, it gives you option to of putting the voice prompt, Urdu or any other language, and it gives you back the voice prompt with whatever symptom you have. You tell that app, and using AI, it will give you a recommended solution. So yeah, a lot of people are actually using this. So that's really cool to see that Pakistan is also there. So my next question is actually in terms of Pakistan. How do you think countries like Pakistan can use AI to compete globally?
Yeah. First of all, we need to fill the gaps that we have in Pakistan's, we can say, system, and we have to improve our systems. We have to work on the infrastructure. But we have a lot of spirit, we have passion, we have youths, we have talent that we can utilize to compete on the global level. As AI solutions leader and you can say CEO, I've also participated in a lot of like hackathons, international competitions of AI, and Alhamdulillah, we won a lot of several competitions by big names like Meta and Seoul University in Indonesia and Singapore. And our teams have been the winners in most of the competitions, and sometimes we the runner-ups. So I think for achieving or competing on the global level, we need to empower our youth. We have to support them in startups. We have to give them more opportunities, and we need to create awareness first. There is a need of the mindset shift first of all, and we have to work on it collaboratively, the public and the private sector, and that is what we're trying to do actually, being the task force member and the entrepreneur myself. So this is I'm trying to bridge the gap between these academia and the industries, and we're trying to collaborate with the private and public sectors to provide and create more opportunities for youths.
Got it. Cool. As a member of National AI Task Force, what do you think? What are Pakistan's biggest challenge in AI adoption?
In adoption, yeah, I think as I told you earlier that we have still have a lot of gaps. We need to work on the infrastructure. We have to improve the system because for AI adoption we need high speed internet for the basics thing. We don't have even 5G here. And secondly, we have, I don't want to mention, but being in the government, and I have seen a lot of gaps that needs to be filled. So I would say that we need to improve the system first.
Great. How do you build a team that can keep up with the fast changing world of AI? Because technology is evolving every month, every second. So how you make sure
Yeah.
that your team, which you're leading, is up to date with all the new happening around the world.
Yeah, it's very interesting. By the way, we keep the environment very friendly, and it's more focused on learning because it's an evolving field. So all of our team members are always learning. We are trying to provide them with some new international certifications, sometimes by Google, IBM, Microsoft. So we just keep learning and improving ourselves, and our team has like healthy competitions within the teams, and then we try to compete with each other, and then we see our competitors, and we try to build some new innovative initiatives and tools in AI and the software that we're creating. So this is, I think, the more of the motivation that we have to build innovative solutions for Pakistan and international clients, and this is the spirit that keeps them going on.
Okay. Uh, I have a question which I'm curious to ask. So, what do you think? Since I have kids in studying in school, and there are a lot of parents who have kids going to school. What do you think is the best age for a student to start relying on AI tools for their work? Or which class do you think is the best appropriate class where where you should give them all the tools necessary to use for their ease in studies?
Yeah, so because we are also providing AI education to grade one students, and it is always step by
Okay.
step. Yeah, we have students from USA, Australia, UK, Canada, and UAE, and now from Pakistan as well. Tech-harbor.com, that is the Tech Harbor's website. So students get enrolled there. It's more of like online school, AI school. So from 6 years age, what we do is that we start from the coding, block coding, like from scratch junior, and then we try to make them involved in game development, and then it is all game based and point systems, and then they first try to enjoy AI with the help of the games, and we have some softwares like where they select like they have sort of like AI agents in individual forms. They play with them and they enjoy it. They think that they're playing, but they're actually learning. So it's more
Okay.
like game simulation that we created for them. And then in the next level, like from grade 2 and 3, we start actual Python programming and coding. And then they start basic Python, like from the hello world. And grade 3 to 5, we get them to the real AI tools, that is like Nano Banana, the DAL-E, and then they start the PageN and everything. They get their hands dirty on that and they try them and they enjoy that. We have like Google Draw, we have different sort of like interesting tools they try. So it's always more strategized. We try to create a strategy for the curriculum that we develop, and this is how it should be. Like, we cannot allow all the students, most of the times we try to start with the ethical and responsible use of AI. So we tell them how to use those tools and how to and what are the constraints and where the limitations and how should they use it positively. And then we get them the access under the observation of their parents and teachers. So this is how we do that.
That is cool to know. I have a question another which is bothering me a lot. So I think right now there is no such body worldwide which a controlling body which has certain rules in terms of using AI. My question is, in Pakistan, do you see a future where government is going to introduce some sort of just like with PTA for controlling all the social media and the media going on? So, do you see any separate entity making policies in terms of using AI?
We have a Ministry of IT and we have developed the policy of AI and we have launched this recently. It has been accepted by the cabinet. We have been
Okay.
working on it as a task force members as well, but it was not in the Ministry of Commission, Planning Commission, but it was on more of the Ministry of IT side. So
Okay.
as the member of AI task force, we've also provided our input on that, and then it was proceeded to the cabinet, and then it was accepted. So Pakistan is also working on the AI policies and the regulations, and we have some international regulations and ethics rules for using of AI. Like EU AI Act is the most commonly adapted AI Act worldwide, and then all the different countries have their own AI ministries. Like UAE has started their AI ministry, and Pakistan, inshallah, soon might start that, and then we have some policies for every country. Some countries have created the policies, and some are working on that. Still, they're in the process, but I think there is no such global regulation still. But we have like ISO 42001, some sort of like data regulation, some sort of like ethics regulation and responsible and governance AI regulations that we've been working on, and by ISO and some other regulations. But we still need to create more of like centralized AI policy for the whole world, like one policy for every country. But it's more difficult because every country has different rules, different systems. So we're trying to do it separately, and ministries are also working on that. And as like AI ethics consultants, we are also trying to adopt those regulations worldwide that have been followed. So yeah.
And what is the mechanism to find a culprit who is violating that policy? So let's say if I'm someone who is trying to generate a fake image of someone on web using AI, how are you going to come to me and ask me why are you doing this and I should be penalized for that? So what is the mechanism of implementing this policy?
Yeah, if we see that it depends that from which country are you doing that, and we have some like common worldwide AI ethics and rules that we have to follow. But if we see the most commonly adopted rules that everyone follows is from the EU AI Act, so that would be followed. And for the deep fakes, if you are trying to create the deep fakes, I think that is what you're talking about. So
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
have
yeah.
there are regulations on that, and there are some penalties and some. I think that more on that we are working like how can we implement that in Pakistan. But every country has different rules, and we cannot say that we can come and get you. It still is in process, but inshallah
Right,
soon
right.
it will be adopted.
Inshallah. Okay, cool. Good to know that actually government is doing something and they have their vision for that.
Yeah.
In terms of leadership, what's one leadership lesson Mariam have learned the hard way?
Leadership lesson that I have learned the hard way, that to being a leader means to empower your team and people who are connected with you, and that is something it will help you in the long term, and it will help you grow your business and yourself as well. So I try to learn from my team. They have sometimes really innovative ideas. I sometimes learn from my students, international students, and they have some brilliant minds. They're more advanced than me. They have like really young minds, 6 years age to 18 years age. So I think the leader should be humble and should have a clarity and vision, and he should or she should more focus on empowering others, and this is how they empower themselves.
Absolutely spot on. If you could go back 10 years, what advice would you give to yourself starting in AI?
Starting in AI, I would say try to start as early as possible because this field is evolving so fast. So I wasted a few years initially. I would have started and executed my business earlier. It would be more beneficial for me.
Cool. Who has been your biggest inspiration or I would say mentor in your journey so far?
I cannot name one because I have a few mentors that have been helping me throughout my journey. They're mostly from USA. We have like Asan Bhai, I have like Shahid Bhai, we have like they are all a PhD in AI from University of someone from California, some from University of Arizona, and different universities. And then I also pursued my master's from University of California in AI. So I think I have a few mentors that have been helping me throughout my journey, and I cannot name one. And they are also like the professors of AI in PhD. So they have been guiding me, and they have been helping me develop the early robotics systems and AI models, and they've been really helpful with that. I couldn't have done it in Pakistan.
Very nice. Good. So I have some fun questions to talk to you about. So, uh, one AI myth you wish people would stop believing.
Yeah, the really common myth is that AI is gonna take over the world and they're gonna eliminate jobs. Yeah, this is more like a fiction Hollywood movies that saying that they're gonna take over the world.
Right, right.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, AI is. here to help us to improve our lives, to improve our systems, to make our lives more efficient, to help with our work and daily lives and the daily, I think, mundane tasks, to automate that and save our time and improve our efficiency. So it's not to worry about that. AI is at some level gonna take over the jobs in I think in the process, in the mundane tasks. Like if we see customer support, if we have 100 customer representatives, it's gonna make them like it will cut the labor, it will save their time. It will, like, if you're gonna make a team of 50 CSR, and then most of the people will be benefiting from the chatbot or the agent that will be guiding people, and it will be saving time. They don't have to get into the basic questions, and only when the human intervention will be needed, they're going to be proceeded and redirected to the real human in CSR. So it's actually saving the time, it's saving your efforts, it's making your work more easier. It's not going to take away your job, but you should learn to use AI tools to get into this evolving field, and you should try to learn some basic AI tools for that. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind and lagging behind in the race of AI. So, but you don't have to worry about
100%. Yeah, yeah. And I think in our company, we are actually using AI to give initial answers of customers' initial concerns. And if they're not satisfied, we ask them to connect with the real person. So, yeah, we have implemented that in our company, and we're seeing a lot of success. So, it's saving a lot of time.
it. Yeah.
Good. If AI had emotion, what do you think it would feel about humans?
It will feel like, why are you relying on me all the time? Don't you have your own brain? Like something like that.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's the response. Um, okay, so what's the biggest barrier, do you think, stopping people um, from Pakistan to use AI more and more in a lot of industries? I do see in customer services people are using it, and I do see a big implementation of this in medical science, but I don't think so. Pakistan is near to that at the moment. Maybe, what do you think, or what's your hunch? How soon do you see Pakistan is adopting to all these tech and use this for the benefit of its people?
Pakistan needs basic resources to adopt AI on the national level. We don't have that system right now, so we need to have a mindset shift for people. We have to create awareness first of all. We have to educate people that how efficient your AI assistant could be, how helpful AI could be to help you in your daily tasks, to make your work easier, to help you with your office work, with your house. Like you can automate your home, you can do a lot of things with AI at the basic level, if you see. So there's lack of awareness, there is the mindset gap, there is lack of resources that needs to be, I think, we have to work on that more. And then inshallah soon we are going to implement AI on the national level. There are a lot of more gaps that I don't want to identify here, but yeah.
We can talk about that offline.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss a
Okay,
lot of things.
okay. So at the end, I do have some fun questions to change the entire mood of the conversation, and then we can wrap this up. If your life had a soundtrack, what song would play when you walk into a meeting?
Yeah, I think there's two soundtracks. One is Sinfi Ahan that I like to play most of the time, and I feel energetic because of that. And more, and Wonder Women, the movie that Wonder Women's I'm Invincible, two songs.
Nice, nice. What's one gadget or tech Miriam can't live without, other than your cell phone?
My laptop.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
If you could have dinner with a famous person, dead or alive, who would it be?
dead or alive. Um, Dead
Alive
would
or
be
dead? Matlab, it could be, yeah.
yeah.
That would be?
Alan Turing.
Okay.
Yeah, because
And
he
why?
started the concept of AI in 1950s and he did the first AI test that is called the Turing test, and this is how AI, artificial intelligence, was introduced. So I'm gonna have a dinner with him and I'm gonna tell him that how much progressive we are in AI and what have we done so far. So yeah.
Nice. Last question. If you had to give your AI assistant a funny name, what would it be?
My own assistant,
Yes, AI assistant. Yeah.
I would call it the boss bot because I'm the boss of my company and I'm the leader.
All right, the boss bot, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thank you so much, Mariam. It was lovely talking to you. I enjoyed the entire conversation, and I hope my audience will love this conversation too. Thank you so much for taking some time on this busy weekend. It was my honor to have you in my show, and I thoroughly enjoyed and learned at the same time. Thank you so much, and inshallah, we'll talk soon on another topic. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here. Take care.